Welcome to the Irish
Riverside Cottage Revival.
Hello everybody. This week's video is going to be slightly different because we've had family around this week, so there's been no work done on the cottage or the land. We're testing a product that ALLPOWERS has kindly sent us, which is the R2500 Portable Power Station. I'm going to unbox it, see what actually comes with it, and test it out around the land. Right, so it's a fairly beefy box. I've only opened it just to make sure there was no damage on anything. So, yeah, one kettle lead for charging off mains, an instruction manual, I'll read that later, just a warning, and then a tips sheet. I don't know what all that's about. We'll put that to one side for reading later. Some packaging. And then, if we need, that's the way. There we have it. What I can say from the offset is this feels very solidly built. It's an heavy unit for sure. But that just means it's to me that just means it's solid. So let's move it to where it'll be living and test it out. Another thing ALLPOWERS kindly sent us to test was a set of solar panels to go with the charger. So let's get these out of the box. These are an heavy unit as well. Put them back in there. Where can I put the box? Over there. Right, so, oops, is it upside down? Probably not. Oh, right. So these are the, I believe, the SP037 solar panels, 400 watt. They fold out, which I'll do it in a second. In here, we have the accessories and also the connection to the portable power station with all the bits, instructions. So let's zip that up and unfold these in here, which is always fun with these. Oops. Oh, that's good. I haven't seen that before. These have actually got little clips to keep it together. Not seen that before in any of the panels we've had. Right. There's another leg behind that one, but I won't bother unfolding that because it's not going to stay there for too long. But these are some big solar panels, the foldable ones. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold that back up again, and I will, when the weather is better, because at the moment it's just throwing it down, we will take them outside, connect them to that, and see how it charges up. Before I fold these away, just in case anybody's curious, I will poke you over the top, and there are the legs that hold the panel up. Now that we've got it out of the box and placed on its shelf, this is where it will spend most of its time while it's charging from the solar, and also it's charging some other stuff we've got in here. This is basically like our battery room. We've got cordless drill battery, stuff like that, which will be plugged into this, and also our other solar charger. I'm going to run through a few of the basic specs on it. You can find out more in-depth stuff online more easily than listening to me rabbiting on. But, oh, you'll see me looking off camera as well. It's because I've got the specs up on the screen because I can't remember them all off, and I'm not Mr. Memory Man. So, you've got 4 AC sockets. These are the UK plug sockets. We've been Ireland uses the UK type sockets. If you buy this somewhere else, it comes with the other, whatever country you're in. You've got 4 USB-A socket, well no, you've got 4 USB sockets. You've got 2 USB-A, an 18 watt one and a 12 watt one. You've also got 2 USB-C sockets which are both capable of 100 watt. Over this side you've got a car socket, more commonly what we used to call a cigarette lighter socket. And that's it. Oh, 12 volt, the type of socket there for the little plugs. If you hold it to turn it on, it's got a nice display which shows you the current battery percentage. You've got input, which will show you what you're dragging in from solar or mains charging, they also do a car adapter as well, so you can charge it that way. You've got the output display, which shows you how much, whatever device you plug into it, how much it's dragging. It will also show you here a little clock, and it tells you how much power is remaining from how long the power can be supplied for with what the battery percentage is left. So at the moment, because nothing's plugged in, 38%, it's showing 10 days, but it's not drawing anything. That'll change in a minute when I show you plugging stuff in. Right, so I'll show, oh, another thing to show as well, if I turn this round, this is a solid unit, I'll tell you that. The input for the solar is one of these XT60 connectors. Now, I'm not sure if they call this the XT60 Mini, because you also get them in this size. You can see the difference. So the ALLPOWERS uses the mini type XT60, but shouldn't be too much of a problem because you can get adapters for these. So that's that. And also next to it, might not show up too clearly on the camera, but you've got a mains input as well for charging from mains. That is like a kettle style plug. Turn that back round, plug that in. Another thing to note as well, the R2500 also has a UPS functionality. So if you've got something drawing power off the mains, but you've also got this connected as well, if the mains power drops out, this will kick in. There's a slight time difference for it to kick in, but it's measured in milliseconds. So that could come in quite handy. Right then, let's plug some things in and see if it'll charge. So what I've got here is the charger for our impact driver batteries. So plug the charger in, put the battery on, turn the AC output on. So at the moment it's drawing 0. Wait for it to right, it's clicked, it's turned on. So that should start showing a figure in a second. There we go. 36 watts, 35, whatever. So that's charging. So that works. We'll leave that charging there, and I've got our iPad here. So lift one of the USB-C up. Plug that in. So that, when I turn the USB outputs on, yeah, it's showing the charging symbol. So that's charging an iPad, charging a battery charger. And I think what I'll do now is I will go and get, you know what, I'll go and get our kettle. Sit it there. Plug it in. I'm expecting that. It's showing 7 hours at the moment left. I'm expecting it to drop down because kettles they draw a lot. So it's turned on. See output. So we've got 38% down to 15 minutes remaining, but that's to be expected with a kettle. It's a hydro item. Over 2,600 watts it's supplying now. That's at the same time as it's still charging that, still charging the iPad up, and I bet I could plug some more stuff in and it would easily charge that as well. I don't see it being a problem. So that's working. I'm going to stop it because there's no point in boiling the kettle out here. It's just to show you that it can easily do it. This would be brilliant for if, like us, you're somewhere where electricity is a bit sparse, or you're going on a day out somewhere. You could easily put this in the boot of the car. It will make you a cup of tea if you want one while you're out and about. It will keep your devices charged, your phone, stuff like that. So there we have it. It charged the phone instantly, the iPad instantly, it powered up the kettle perfectly, it did charges, and it did it without struggling. I can't feel any heat coming off it, excess heat. There's a little bit of warmth in the centre, what's to be expected. So what we'll do now, I've disconnected everything. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, it's going to happen. When the weather decides to play nicely, I'm going to take this outside onto the land, and I'm going to use it for what we will be using this mainly for, and that is running little chainsaws, electric chainsaws, stuff like that. We've got some branches to cut down. I've got some wood cabinets to cut up, so there'll be a circular saw being plugged into it. But yeah, and we'll test it out there on the land. The instruction manual covers basically everything to get you up and running in using the R2500. It also has a section devoted to the app, which I'll put a photo of the app up on now. Right, so one of the first jobs I want to get the ALLPOWERS to do, I've got this bit of wood to cut for a little bit of renovation work we're doing. This is for in the caravan, not the house. But I need to cut it, so I'm going to use the ALLPOWERS to power the circular saw instead of plugging this into the mains and basically costing us money to run it. This is one of the great things about these. So it's on. Let's plug it in. Yep. And turn the outlets on. Yep. And we should be good to go. Easy. There we go. That's one job for the ALLPOWERS. Next job. Got some long end branches over the drive that needs cutting down, so I'm going to take this down the drive with me and get the electric chainsaw. One of the things these solar chargers are good for is if you've got some work to do that is away from the house. So the cottage is all the way up there. We haven't got an extension cable long enough, and I've got some work to do down here on the property. What it is this branch here is getting too low now, and it's catching on the top of delivery vans. It won't be long before it'll be touching the car, so it's got to come down. Now normally I'd be hunting for an extension cable to reach down here and do it with, but what I'm going to do is I've got my extendable chainsaw there, electric, and the ALLPOWERS is there. So right, so I'm going to plug the electric chainsaw into the ALLPOWERS, turn it on first, and then plug in, turn the outlet on, and then we'll use this to power the electric chainsaw to chop that branch down. What's up?
No, carry on.
No, what's the matter?
Can you do that again?
Why?
Only because there's nothing to do with you. If you look at yourself on here.
What?
It looks like you are mega brown here, but this bit it's like you've got a white t-shirt on.
There we go. Another job done by the ALLPOWERS. Looking at that, it was on 73%. It's not even dropped a percent doing that. Right then, what else can I make this do? Another thing these solar chargers are convenient for is powering these. These site lights are 100 watts each, 3 of them. And it's powering them no problem with 72%, and it's saying it's got 6 hours remaining powering these. Right then, so it's back where it lives while it's being charged. After all that testing, we've been using it now for probably going on a fortnight. You've seen me cut one branch down. We actually cut multiple branches down using it. Used a chop saw with it for some project we were doing, circular saw also. We tested it out using the kettle. We've had multiple devices plugged into it. We've charged his phone up, the iPads. We've got a little portable battery, backup battery for the phones. It's been charging them up okay. And when it needs charging, we've been plugging it into its solar panels that came with it. One thing I do need to say about them is they're capable, no, not them, this is capable of accepting 1,000 watts from a solar setup. So it can charge up pretty quickly with that. It charges up pretty quickly with the 400 watts that we've got with the panel at the centres. All in all, we've got no complaints with this. It's handled everything that we've chucked at it. It's been all over the land. It's got some decent handles at the side of it for lifting, which you definitely need because, you know, it is an heavy unit, which is to be expected really because it's a big battery. But yeah, cannot complain really. It's got loads of ports, which we've used. We've even used the old-fashioned cigarette lighter port. Can't remember what we plugged into that. Oh, what was that? I think it was some sort of solar light, which it did easily. I've also plugged in one of our security cameras to this and powered it from the plug and powered it for a few days. Just the camera, and it hardly made a dent on the usage because that was only drawing something minuscule like 1 watt. Didn't break into a sweat with that. So overall, this has been perfect for us. I have been looking into, because you can add an add-on battery to this. I think you can add 3 of them to it. So you don't buy one of these again. You actually just buy the battery unit, which attaches to this to expand how much battery you've got, which looks very interesting. So I think we'll be looking into one of them. I think that's it. Yeah, can thoroughly recommend. And oh yeah, nearly forgot. We have been given a code. I think it's 10% discount. I'll clarify that when I put it on the screen somewhere, using the code that's on the screen. So if you want your own, put the code in and you'll get 10% off. we're going to carry on using this around the land. If there's anything that anybody wants me to plug into it to see if it'll power it, let me know. And yeah, that's it. So until the next one, we should be back to normal operations next week with the cottage work. I think we'll be continuing with the kitchen. So yeah, so until then, see you then.